Good evening, gamers, and welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. How is everyone today? How are you doing? I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling fine. Welcome to that Warhammer Talk show. It's the Monday show. It happens every single Monday at 6:30 p.m. How is everyone today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. It looks like we have actually gone live. I'm not so sure though. I always panic now. But I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Am I live? It looks like I'm live. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. So, if you didn't know, on Saturday, I was supposed to be streaming a live game with this bad boy. You're working this time. I was supposed to be streaming a game with George with this bad boy. And it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen. Sadly, the internet just decided to die, and I've been having that problem a few times, which has been awfully annoying in the past few months, weeks, months, year. But story time today. I've ordered better internet finally, so I've been limited by what's been available. I've been paying the highest amount I can, and it was generally shite. But now I actually will own good internet, but I'm going to wait for it. Sort of wait a little bit of time for it. But I was really gutted. George was an absolute lad. We have recorded the game, and I'm currently editing it. We've recorded it in like my live format, so it's going to be a little bit different to a normal edited battle report. But that's the plan for the channel, is to stream live games every week on a Thursday evening. Or a Saturday if there's like a new release, and then edit them down afterwards for more watchable content. So hopefully you guys will enjoy them. So sorry about that. Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate it. And yeah, let's crack on. Hello, Tabletop Infiltrator. I am live this time. Lord Gitface, hello. Right, Camry, hey there. Hello, Mikey, and hello there, chat. Hey, man. Reza Prime, hi mate, saw 10 Inceptors to paint for Goonhammer. So stressed. Why are you painting 10 Inceptors? Why are they in your list? They're really bad. What instead did you get? Did you get fiber to the premises? I am getting fiber, thank God. I am actually getting fiber. Yeah, I'm currently on a phone line internet. And I hate like moaning about stuff like that. It's so trivial, but like I'm on like phone line internet at the minute, which is really, really bad. Obviously, but fiber's not been in my area until last week. And then they killed my internet, so I had to buy it. Hey, Subworks, how's it going? I'm currently live on YouTube and Twitch. If you want to help out the channel, you can share it with your friends, tell people to tune in. Tell it's the best Monday show ever. Better than any other show that you could possibly imagine. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I appreciate everyone's ongoing support during the annoying times of just like, please, for the love of God, just go live, you idiot. Fiber to the premises or fiber to the box? To the premises, if that's what you're asking. There was no fiber available in my area of where I live until last week. Now there is, so they're gonna have to dig up my garden. How's everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. No guests this week. I wanted to do a couple of weeks just getting back into the routine, because obviously I had a few weeks off. But then obviously we have the Goonhammer Open this weekend. Our first live event coverage since February 2020. So like 18, 19 months now. Which is insane. It's insanely cool. I'm really excited to get back into it. So it should be good. So with me, Tom, Neil, and also a good friend of ours, Brett, or Archon Castles, as you might have seen in chat, we're covering the Goonhammer Open. So that's happening this weekend. So there's probably not going to be a Monday show next week, which is obviously a big sadge. But there you go. But we're going to talk about some of the lists that might win the event this weekend. And we're also probably going to talk about Warzone Octarius. Obviously, I haven't really spoken about that on the channel yet. But have you all seen the leaks? Have you seen all the reviews? What do you think? I played Tyranids the other day. They were like really, really fun. They were really fun. I have the list still behind me because I want to use it again. You might not be able to see because it's very dark, but it's getting darker much quicker. There you go. There's the list. It's sat behind me. It was really fun. They were got like some like really nasty tricks now. Being able to use like Chapter Master for a Warlord trait is insanely cool, and like being able to like redeploy stuff is also really, really good. Because there's 2 Warlord traits for High Fleet Leviathan in the supplement, where you can choose 2 units before the game starts, after the first turn roll, and just redeploy them, or put them in Strategic Reserve for free. Which is so good. It's so good. Hey, Will, how's it going? I meant Interceptors for the Grey Knights. Right, okay, Reza, I understand now. If you were painting Interceptors, I'd be like, just put your paintbrushes down, mate, and just don't bother going. Because Inceptors are terrible. But Interceptors for the Grey Knights are very good. Are very, very good. So nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, Grey Knights are really strong. Really, really strong these days. Are you taking the 6 Dread Knight list? Are you taking the 6 Dread Knight list? Because that's the scary one. Inceptor meta inbound. I mean, yeah, that's what games like to do, right? When they're really shit, they'll just like make them good again, like in a few years when everyone's sold them. Put them on eBay or throw them away. So it should be really good. Again, what was I saying? High Fleet Leviathan, they just have so many tricks now, and I'm not going to say like Tyranids are like going to be the new meta, but they're definitely scary again. Hey, right, Canry, thank you much for the super chat.
Please use
hell yeah.
If you remember, I was asking about a 1K tourney list a few weeks back. Thanks to your insights, I won the event 3-0 and made first place.
Hell yeah.
Hellstorm.
Let's go, right, Canry. Thank you much for that super chat. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done on doing so well. Look, I'm the best coach. Ask another coach who's given list advice and then they've gone and won an event. No one. No one. Me? Right, Canry. He's my as God as my witness, and Right Canry is my student. Well done, mate. Congratulations. Hope you had a good time. What did you play? What did you play against? No one cares about the rules. Did you see all the Marine chapters in the book? Give Codex Marines 2.0. Is there loads of Marine chapters? I got a chance for a game against Nidge yesterday. The sudden surprise, it's Kraken steal a blob charge when I hadn't expected it. Yeah, exactly. The fact that you can like choose a unit and put it as like any other high fleet, including like the custom high fleets as well. All right, okay, I'm running Leviathan, so I got 6 up firmware pay. Lol, I'm advancing 3d6 now. Let's go. That's exactly what I did. But you'll see that in the battle report when it comes out. Hopefully, it'll be out this week. It was really fun though. It was really fun. And I definitely did that. Because you can like go chapter master on these lads, and then if you got like 2 units of hive guys, you can spend 2 SEPA to put some into Kronos, so the rerolling ones to hit as well. It's so good, so good. And then the exploding 6s is the strat. On the 6 to hit, you get 2 hits instead of 1. Amazing, excellent. That's sick as. What else do they have? They have loads of other stratagems as well. Really good. Future No Retreat Legends winner. Hell yeah, Aaron. How's it going, bro? You absolute G unit. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, you might have seen today. Today, I posted the final player list for No Retreat Legends. Where are we? Where are we? Yeah, the final playlist for No Retreat Legends is out. Sadly, Mini Wargaming Dave can't make it, so he's not attending. However, here it is. There we go, gamers. The final No Retreat Legends playlist. Who's going to win? Me, obviously. For some reason, Pardo made my head really small. Like, I have a really big head, as you can see. Look. I have a really, really big head. Look how big it is. Like, what screen size? Is it like 42-inch TV? Look how big my head is, okay? Please focus on my face. Like, look at the size of my head. Boom. And then look at it on this picture. It's tiny. I'm the smallest one there. Now, I don't know if this Pardo is trying to be nice to me and be like, hey, man, don't worry, your head's not that big, actually. Or he's like, oh, it's a massive head, we better make it look small so it doesn't look ridiculous to everyone else. But he's gone too far the other way. I'm like a little Goomba. I look like a Goomba. Makes me want to get my shame nids out. The shame nids? Bad nids. First round, Death Guy with Morty, Demon Prince, 2 Spawn and Flesh and Arrow. Second round, Astra Militarum. Third round, Grey Knight with 2 Dread Knights. Nice, dude. Congratulations on the win, bud. Sounds like you deserved it. No internet here since Friday. Thank God for 4G and mini painting and Hellstorm. Hell yeah, Agent Squirrel. So I had no internet the past few days, but like, I had internet. I could use it. I just couldn't do anything else. I couldn't do anything else. Bridger is smaller. Yeah, but his head is only slightly smaller. Well, my head is super small compared to everyone else. But it should be good. Everyone's getting a nice like a dampening down because they're sweaty because it's in a hot place. So that's the final playlist for No Retreat Legends, which should be really fun. So that's happening on the 5th, 6th, 7th of November. It's 1 game on Friday, 2 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. All streamed on SM Battle Reports YouTube channel. So you can check that out there as well. SM Battle Reports. Making me middle tier. I know, right? But at least your head isn't super small. Why is my head so small in that picture? That's because you're a small lad. I am massive, mate. I am actually... Look at these guns. I'm fucking massive. I'll, like, bang anyone out. It's not for show. It's actually real muscle. Look at that. Look at it. Look how big it is. Look. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Look at that. I'll bang them out. Let's go. Say I'm small. I'm small and angry. Smaller than me. Let's go, gamers. Making me middle tier. What the fuck? I'm the greatest, most liked Warhammer YouTuber. I know, Valrak. You are, mate. You are. You're my favourite YouTuber. Valrak is actually the only channel I actually watch. I don't watch anyone else. I'm kidding. I watch other people. I watch Kirioff and I watch Vince as well. That's it. That's everybody. I actually don't do anything. Ginger Steve pays to win. What prizes has he been getting? What prizes has he been getting? But yeah, it's what's in here, Valrak? You did a lore video, and I just said I watch all your videos. I haven't watched that one. Is there actually lore in here? Does anyone care about that? Now, this book is fine. It's great if you're a Tyranid player, this book. He won all the GW stuff, sent Liam. Right, okay, fair enough. Just giveaways all day, every day. I'm doing a giveaway this weekend. I'm giving away a Black Templars army box, so make sure you do watch the Goonhammer stream. Don't forget, guys, people only care if you give away stuff. So, yeah, this book's not bad. If you play Cadians, the stratagems are all right, you know. There's like a couple of decent warlord traits. There's a couple of there's like one good relic, the Gatekeeper, which is the battle cannon, which gets plus onto wound against chaos. So it's basically the Hammer of Sunderance. The stratagems are all right. There's one that's really good for like you get 2 hits instead of 1 on a 6 to hit and shooting a monster. Then it's 3. The Kill Team Strike Force for Deathwatch isn't terrible. You get a lot of play with that. I'm interested to see if anyone can like really make it work, but it's like a lot very tricksy. That's what it kind of feels like. A lot of this, it's kind of like the extra rules in here kind of makes the armies feel a little bit more tricksy, which is kind of nice. And I don't think it's taken anything too far. I think it's just kind of like you can like flit around a lot. For example, the Deathwatch can change chapters at any point they like, which is really good. They can only do it once. High Fleet Leviathan can change High Fleet whenever they like, which is really good. They obviously have loads of other types of stratagems, which are really, really, again, like tricksy, like getting extra hits. Changing your Warlord when he dies for High Fleet Leviathan and giving him another Warlord trait, which is really good. The Synaptic Link as well, so this, as you might have seen, so it actually shows you how the Synaptic Links works, which I thought was really good. There's some really good abilities. The only problem is you're limited to like who can take what. So all the stuff that you didn't buy because it was shite has all the best Synaptic Links, which is very typical of Games Workshop. For example, like the Tervigon, which is terrible, can give ranged attacks rerolling 1s and 2s to wound. So it's like a better lieutenant, but it's on a Tervigon, and no one was running a Tervigon. No one was running any of the units that are good in this book. Like you got the Malice Scepter. On a unmodified wound roll of a 6, you increase the AP by 1, and also you can re-roll the damage roll. Again, really good, but Maleceptors are really bad. So like the other ones, the ones that are probably good are like the Tyranid Warriors, which gives you +1 to hit, which is really good. You got Tyranid Prime as well, which is essentially the character warrior, which allows a melee attack on a 6 to hit, automatically wounds. Pretty decent. Not that great on Gene Stealer, because you kind of want to roll 6s to wound to get the extra AP. But overall, it's kind of nice. It doesn't feel ridiculous because it's not. It's also like for armies that have kind of either been out or aren't out for a while. So like obviously Tyranids and Cadians, they aren't, well, like Astra Militarum, for example. So Tyranids, Astra Militarum, we don't know when they're going to be getting a book. We don't know when they're going to be getting a release. So it's kind of nice that they've got like a little pick me up to like put you on. And this is kind of what supplements should be if they're going to do it like this. It's like two armies that have we've got no idea when they're going to get a new codex. So it's kind of nice to have a little pick me up on the way, you know. Death Watchers have been out for a couple of months, so it's not so bad, and I don't think the buff to them or the army of renown for them is so broken. It's just kind of interesting, so it's kind of nice that they've got something as well, but it doesn't feel like they've gone, here's a codex and a supplement on day one, which they've done with basically Admech and Sisters and Drakari. Right, Cameron, thank you very much for the 11 months. And a full year of this. Crazy Fun Mondays next month. Hell yeah, man. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that Twitch Prime, gamers. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you very much, dude. Really appreciate it. If you are watching on Twitch or if you're watching on YouTube, you type in the chat !Prime to find out how you can subscribe for free and help me help you every month. I just bought 40 copies of the Space Marine game to give away. Holy shit, bro. I don't want to play the Space. Do you want to play Space Marine together? I'm really good at it. I'm really sick. And I know they've just done that big free update on this, so I need to update it and try it out. I know I was playing on stream a couple of weeks ago, and then my computer died. So you see, all this problem with the Tyrannies wouldn't happen if the Imperium just let the Necrons build their private Nexus network. Exactly. Exactly. Does Inquisition mention Super Doctrine or anything, i.e. 9th update? No, so like Inquisition, let's have a look. It's basically a reprint. The Inquisition is a reprint. The Tyranids have been reprinted in here from Blood of Baal. So like you don't need to carry that book anymore, but you're paying for rules that you already own, which is kind of annoying. You can include one Agent Imperium unit in each Imperium, excluding Fallen, Patrol Battalion, or Brigade detachment. The inclusion of an Agent Imperium does not prevent other units from the detachment gaining benefits from their detachment abilities, e.g. Chapter Tactics, and it does not prevent other units in your army benefiting from the ability to require every model in your army to have that ability, e.g. Combat Doctrines. So you don't lose Doctrines now for taking an Inquisitor, which is kind of nice. Guard will be the last codex, you reckon? It might be the last codex. I'd be interested. I think I would rather they put out a codex than a teaser of what an army might be able to do. Yeah, I get that, but the problem is if you do that, then you can only update one army at a time, whereas now you kind of like drip feeding Tyranids and Astra Militarum, or specifically Cadian players, a little bit of extra stuff, which will still be available when their new codex comes out. This will still be relevant. It'll still be in addition to the rules they're gonna get, but it kind of like helps them out now, and it helps out multiple armies in one book. And I'm not so against that. What I am against is day one I need to buy 2 books. I need to buy codex and a supplement straight away. It was fine with Marines because that was very different, but when it's like 30 quid for 2 pages of rules, it's a bit bullshit. It's a bit bullshit. But the way they're doing it now, if they keep doing it like this, where it's 2 armies where we've got no idea when the book's going to come out, could be months, but at least they've got a little bit of extra play until then, I'm not so against that. And GW gets to sell the same stuff twice. Exactly, mate, exactly. GSC meant to be out in December. Yeah, I heard that, GSC and Custodes, but we will see. We will see. Hey, Sparkplug, how's it going? Evening Misfit Kev, how's it going, bro? Imagine GW will release their stuff like Chorus Belly does for Infinity. New edition, all armies get new rules for free. Yeah, they know they can make money, though. I don't know, reprint should be in chapter approved. Yeah, the way they did Inquisition in here is shite. I agree, reprint should be in chapter approved. Alright, all White Dwarf. But I'm talking more about the Cadian, the Death Watch, and the High Fleet Leviathan update, which aren't so bad. I don't think that's a bad way to do things. I think that's a decent way to do things, to be honest. I really like it. So fair play to Games Workshop. Now, I don't have to tell you that I love Games Workshop. I am not legally bound to say they are doing good. I am legally bound to some stuff, but not that. But I will give them a good job. I'll give them a great job for now. Also, if I was legally bound to be nice, I won't be able to tell you. So, has to be a middle way between the two. Yeah, exactly. So maybe they should, if they're going to do reprint rules just because you can't buy them off the shelf anymore, put them in White Dwarf. But the other stuff, I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay. Shall we talk about Goonhammer? Do you want to talk about Goonhammer Open? Also, if you want to help, exclamation point, don't know. We're trying to get some new gear before we go. If they change a single word, it's not a reprint. I mean, it is. It's just an FAQ that they've not had to print out as well. Let's talk about Goonhammer then. Let me find some nice chill music. Hey, thanks for the host. Really appreciate it. Especially want host if you can find out how to do that yourself. And it'd be really cool of you. Let's hope my hastily glued together terrain holds up. Have you been building the terrain for it? Or are you talking about like some faction terrain? Yeah, it's just a reprint, Brian. Don't mind if they've added the FAQ in there, it's still a reprint. It's the same rules. It's no different. Hey Dookie Dave, how's it going, bro? Okay, so let's talk about Goonhammer Open. So the Goonhammer Open is one of the largest events in the middle of the UK so far, 128 players. And it is run by Goonhammer on Goonhammer.com. You might have heard of them. You might have heard of them. Inagada building terrain. LGT. They're not using LGT terrain, they're using Vanguard Tactics, I think. Anyway, sorry. Guys, let's talk about the Goonhammer Open. The Goonhammer Open is run by Goonhammer on Goonhammer.com. Absolute legends. One of the biggest wargaming websites in the world. It gets the most views every single week. So, fair play to them. They're running an event in Nottingham this weekend. It's 128 players and 6 rounds. And you'll be able to catch all of the action live right here on Hellstormwargaming. Let's go, gamers. We're covering live events again. Hell yeah, we're very excited. It's the first live event we've covered, or will cover, since February 2020, which was the Northeast Open, which was in Newcastle. And just before that, we did the Prague Open as well, which is in Prague, in the Czech Republic. That was great. But if you are watching and you've got an event coming up soon, then if you want someone to cover it, then do get in touch. Email in the description. Appreciate it. Anyway, so the Goonhammer Open is happening this weekend. 128 players, 6 rounds. Only one winner. Only one winner. And it should be really interesting. Now, I've got a hunch that I know what or even who is going to win. But we're going to talk about some of the lists or some of the players that I've looked into and what they're running. What makes their list tick. What makes their list not tick. Or what's good against it. And, hey, thank you very much for the resub, Dookie Dave. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that Prime. Hell yeah, let's go. Thank you for the Jeff Bezos drop. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. So, I'm going to try and talk about how the lists tick, how you can beat the lists, who I think is going to win, what I expect on the top tables, and overall, who I expect to be taking it away and taking the first Goonhammer belt which should be very interesting. So thank you very much to Goonhammer for allowing us to cover the event. If you want to watch it live, make sure you check it out right here, youtube.com/Hellstormwargaming. We'll also be live on Twitch, and it should be fun. So let's have a look at some lists. Okay, so I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lists in particular. So you are worth every second of the 4 seconds it took me to prime sub, Mikey. Hell yeah, thanks man. Thanks man. It literally cost you nothing as well, and I get like £3. So 4-second rewards were your favourite. We're gonna go for a beer this weekend, me and you. Different lists might win more dense terrain parts. Maybe. So, speaking of which, let's open the terrain. Where have they put it? They've been updating the website, which has not been good, because then I can't find anything. Okay, there we go. Okay. So let's have a look. So they are using Vanguard Tactics terrain. I think they've designed their own layouts. I don't really know. It's just L's basically. So here's the example of the 3 terrain layouts. So this is layout 1, which I imagine is for like Dawn of War style deployment. We can probably actually look. Where's the rules pack? Hey, thank you much for becoming a member. The Iceny Chief, really appreciate it, bro. Thank you very much. That's very cool of you. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. I completely forgot to add a thing actually. So it's supposed to come on screen and tell you to become a member. Can I copy it? Can I copy it right now? Yes, I can. Here we go, gamers. And thank you very much for Conzi for that 3 months with that a real sub. Let's go. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Conzi, for the 3 months. Really cool. And thank you again to the Iceny Chief. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means a lot. So thank you, guys. We need the support, all the support we can get. So thank you. Thank you for that. Can I just control V? Does that work? There we go. I can do that. You have 3 members of the same family here. The blessed number. Amazing. Amazing. Hey, Liam, how's it going, bro? Thanks for tuning in, bud. There was a tournament journey this weekend where the players had to play on empty tables for €40 starting fee. Effing hilarious. That is hilarious. That is really bad. You should come to my tournament. !merch in chat. It's Josh Ben, mate. It's Josh Ben. It's Josh Ben. Okay. Hi, Josh Ben. Thanks for becoming a member, dude. Really appreciate it. So you should come to my tournament, !merch in chat, or there's a link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. We sell the tickets on the 27th and 28th of November, or 27th, 8th, and 29th. End of next month. 4 types of terrain. Come check it out. Got pictures. Send me pictures, Spalpel. I'd love to have a look. Anyway, so let's have a look. Round. Oh my god, where's the mission pack? There it is. Game 1, sweep and clear. So that is 5 objectives. So if we add, I've nearly done, guys. Honestly, nearly done. Right, okay. So on sweep and clear, you've got 1. God damn. We'll get there. We'll get there in a minute. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, and then your deployment is like that, 9 inches away from the center. That's sweep and clear for round 1. So it's got quite a little, it's got quite a bit to play with in the deployment zone. You've got a little bit of crater. You've got some line of sight straight through, which is kind of annoying. You can see right through there. You can probably stand here and see here, right to the deployment zone, which is not the greatest, not gonna lie, but sometimes you can't avoid it. Oop. That's annoying with the doubling up. Why is it doing that? Hey, that's undead. Thank you very much for the host, dude. Really appreciate it. That'll have to do for now. Is every line double? It was double, yeah. My apologies. I'll fix it. One sec. Let me fix that. My apologies, gamers. It's because it's different screen resolution, that's why. Mackie's PC's been drinking. Pretty much. It's also had it set up for doing live commentary games, so it's like the wrong shape. But that should be just about right. I've sent photos of maps with objectives and deployment zone. Conze, you legend. Let me have a look. We can talk about this properly then. I'll still be able to draw on screen though. I have working internet. I know, right? Makes a bloody change. Hell yeah, let's go. Thank you very much. Conze, you legend. Let's open bar round 1. Boom. There we go. There's the objectives. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. We're live. There we go. So this is round 1. So this is like a little bit more dense than like LGT, but there is still quite a few lines of like line of sight. Here we go. No, it's still doubled up. That's annoying. Stream models today, yes, mate. Stream models today for sure. Say no to the T-pose. It's just ever so slightly off look. That's annoying. Kind of annoying, but there you go. We'll get over it. We'll just not do any drawing tonight. Ignore that. Anyway, so we've got like 5 objectives for round 1. Let's have a look at like another example. Because I believe this is for... let's have a look. Layout 1 is for vital intelligence as well. So we've got this one too. There's 3 layouts. This is layout 2. Sorry, this is layout 3 for round 2. So you got like a little bit more. It's a very similar layout. You've got quite a wide open space in the center, which is quite interesting for this one. And then I think that's the final setup. Yeah, this is the final setup. Now we don't have pairings yet, but this is round 6. Surround them bad. I like that. So this is round 6. You got like 3 L's in your deployment zone. You got 2 in the center. Fair enough. You got some craters in the middle. So the craters are not really providing much cover, but you got like quite a bit. This one's not bad. I like how you don't have much line of sight from here to here, but from here you can kind of draw a straight line, maybe through there. Should be interesting. This is going to help, as is this. So yeah, so they're the 3 layouts. Hey, thank you very much, Ancient Squirrel, for that Prime. Hell yeah, everybody put Prime in chat. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That's very cool, man. Very, very cool. The buildings are obscuring. Of course, the buildings are obscuring, but like, you can just pop out and see straight into the deployment zone. So, and they're solid. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that's kind of like some of the deployment styles. Again, this is round 1. It's not bad. It's going to be quite interesting because, again, you can probably stand here and see here, and you can probably stand here and see a lot of here, or you could probably get over here and see that way. But this one in the middle is going to help. This one I kind of really didn't consider when I was drawing the lines at first. So yeah, so that's the terrain. I said I pulled out 5 lists which I think are going to be strong. I think going to be some contenders. It's mostly because they are very good players as well, which is obviously a massive, massive thing to consider when you are looking at like who's going to win an event and what sort of list they're running. So that's like a really big thing, and they are going to be running the best of the best. They are going to be running all the broken stuff because that's kind of like what they want to go win, right? So it should be interesting. It should be interesting. But I do think one of these players, if not two, will be on the top table of the final round. So, shall we have a look? Let's have a look. So we've got BCP open, and it is connected. There we go. So we've got BCP open. So these are all the players that are registered. You can have a look now at Best Coast pairings. You can have a look at Goonhammer thing. You just search for it and find it, and you can have a look. Have a look. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. You can tell I've been talking about Newcastle. In before 50% of the top 8 equal Admech/Drakari. Probably. Yeah. So we're going to go through these players in no particular order except for their name because it's alphabetical and it's easy to get to. So the first one I want to look at was Alex Harrison. So he's running Deathwatch. Now, obviously, Alex Harrison, a very good player. Obviously, has a little bit of a bad reputation, but he's a good player. He's won the LVO before. He became second at the LGT because he lost to Malik with a very similar list. But let's have a look what he's running. So I pulled out some interesting things, really. He's running triple Volkite Contemptors, I should say, initially. So Volkite Contemptors, very popular in every Space Marine list ever. Doesn't matter what type of Space Marine you are. Even if you're a bad Space Marine, you like Volkite Contemptors. So, as you can see, in his second detachment, he's running 3 of the buggers, which is really interesting. Get your regional accent out for the lads. So let's have a look what else he's running. He's running a Tech Marine. He's got the Vulcan Pattern Auspicator, which I have no idea what that is. I don't really know much about the Deathwatch relic names. I just kind of have an idea what they can do this. You know, they can do shenanigans. I just don't know where the shenanigans come from. It's the same when you play an Admech, right? You kind of like go, oh yeah, Admech can do all of this thing. But you wouldn't know where it comes from. So the Vulcan Pattern Auspicator, it says it has the bearer has the following ability. While a friendly Deathwatch core unit is within 6 inches of the bearer, you get +1 to hit if the opponent has fly. So that's really good. It's almost like someone might be preparing for flyers. So that Tech Marine is not only healing Dreadnoughts, he's also giving Dreadnoughts and every other unit in this list, bar the Hunters, +1 to hit against fly. So they're just ignoring the -1. That's really good. That's a really good relic. I did not know they had that. That's really good. It's kind of like the Thousand Suns one where you ignore all penalties. That you're just like, okay, that's a really good relic and no one knows it's there. How much to dono for you to go through my list? I don't know, a tenner? So he's got the Vulcan Power Auspicator. He's also got a Watchmaster. Obviously, a Watchmaster is basically a chapter master. He's got Paragon of their chapter. With the Nowhere to Hide aura. So the Paragon of their chapter, I believe that's one where you can choose a different warlord trait. Oh no, you just generate additional warlord trait, I think. Oh no, that's Paragon of the chapter. Of their chapter. Yeah, so basically you get to choose a different warlord trait from the codex, which is like chapter specific, which is nice. And he's going with a Vigil unmatched for the Tome of Ectoclades, which is the relic for those guys as well. Nowhere to Hide. Let's double check that. Nowhere to Hide. Which is the Deathwatch trait. In your command phase, you can select one enemy unit on the battlefield until starting next command phase. While a friendly Deathwatch core unit is within 6 inches, you ignore cover. So pretty much everything's getting +1 to hit against fly and ignoring cover, which is, again, something that Admech really like because they can make their flyers get a cover save and then get +1 to saves if it's against damage 1. And then -1 to hit. So he's just gone, you know what? I'm just going to take everything to ignore those. That's hilarious. That is really good. Really good. So fair play. Turn with the Ectoclades. Once per battle in your command phase, you can choose to use a Tome of Ectoclades. You essentially choose one data sheet from your opponent's army. Until starting your next command phase, the bearer has Deathwatch core units within 6. Can reroll wound rolls. Oh dear God. So you basically choose a type of data sheet. Let's say an AdMech flyer, a Stratoraptor in particular. You reroll hits against it because you're a chapter master. You reroll wounds against it because of the Tome of the Ectoclades. You ignore the -1 to hit, and you ignore cover. And you're rerolling wounds. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's really, really good. Fair play, fair play. So joining Cursor Squad, these forward deploy. I like Incursors in most of my Marine lists because of the fact that they can forward deploy, and they've got like quite a few attacks in combat. You really have something against my flyers. This is what this list is. It's got 2 Proteus kill teams. So he's basically got a bunch of Terminators with Cyclone missile launchers. Now, I think his units of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's units of 10. So he can combat squad them and like split the Terminators from the Death Watch. And it means they'll also be OBSEC as well because these are troops, which is really nice. Also, the Death Watch veterans all have Death Watch frag cannons. Now, the frag cannons are, I think they're 2d3 shots. Whoa, what was that? £15 tip. Go believe it! Thank you much for the tip, bro. Really appreciate it. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much for the 15, dude. What was that for? I didn't do anything. I'm just sat here just talking about whammers. Thank you, man. Thank you very much for that 15. And thank you very much to Jay for that subscription as well. Really appreciate it, buddy. It's Screaming Up North. Volkite contenders everywhere. I am very good, man. Thank you very much for that. And again, thank you very much to Gumbellina for that 15. Make sure you get some hype going for that. Thank you very much. Probably trying to help with the dono goal, but I don't think it's updated for some reason. Get yourself an SD card for the new stream upgrade. Hell yeah, thanks, man. If you want to help, exclamation point dono in chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much to the host dude as well. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. What was I saying? Yeah, so the Death Watch frag cannon. So they have changed their stats, but I know that they're blast at strength 6, right? Oops, double F. So they're assault 2d3, strength 6 -1, 1 damage with blast. So basically he's got 4 of those. So if he shoots into a unit of AdMech at a unit of 20, the unit's Skitarii, he gets 6, 12, 18, 24 strength 6 -1, 1 damage shots, which is very good at killing infantry. Now, if he needs it, he can make it strength assault 2, strength 7 -2 and 2 damage, which is also really good at killing Marines. So they're like, the frag cannons are like, they've got like some really good play. They've got some like really good play, and they've got a lot of ways they can muck around, and they've got like a lot of utility. I think that's the word I'm looking for. A lot of utility into different units, because obviously he's got all that stuff to ignore.
Review, winking face.
Conzi, thank you very much for the 10, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the tip. Yes, I will do your list then. We'll do your list next. Let me just write it down before I forget. I haven't looked at your list, so it will be on the fly. I don't think my Streamlabs thing is working, which is awfully annoying. I'll try and fix that. It should be. All widgets. No, it's not updating. Streamlabs.com/Hellstormwargaming. Oh, it might be. It should be a Hellstorm. I mean, the money's come through, so I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the 10 and the 15. I think the link might be wrong. That's why it's linking to somewhere else.
Do not review Kanzi's list.
Dookie Dave, thank you very much for the 10. Shall I just not? I mean, he just cancelled out your 10, bro. He just cancelled out your 10. What can I say? Thank you very much for the 10. I really appreciate it, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Oh, man. That's very, very kind. Thank you. Where is it? Yeah, I think that's linked. It's linked to like a different website. But I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's still come through. It's just not linked to this goal. So I've updated it on Twitch. Hey, Reza Pride, thank you much for the 10. Really appreciate it.
Custom fields instead.
Thank you, man.
I'll go on berate my list as well, tongue out.
I'm going to have to remember your last name now. I know your first name. Thank you much for the 10, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much for all the donos, guys. It does really go a long way. If you want me to review your list, we have set the price by accident. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm just going to quickly just update these commands so it comes through to the right place. And then I'll update my dono just so it like actually shows what we've done. Shit, I've Goonhammer. Goonhammer upgrade. I suppose I don't know. Goal amount. Starting, what, we're at 40 quid now? And this weekend. So 24 slash. Sorry about this, guys. There we go. It's working now. It's working. Thank you very much for bearing with me. As I was saying, 2 Proteus kill teams. So the frag cannons been really good at killing Skitarii, really good at killing opposing Marines, and really good at killing. They're really good at killing Drakari as well because they're really good against the vehicles. So they're winning on 3s, probably re-rolling 1s or just re-rolling everything. At damage 2 as well, and -2, so they're forcing everyone to use their invuns as well. Really good, really good. He's then got an actual Terminator squad, so he looks like he's gone for 3 units of Terminators because they all have 3 Cyclone missiles, so loads of crack missiles everywhere, which is really good. I'm pretty sure that Terminators ignore the movement penalty. Might be making that up, can't remember. He's also then, as I said, he's got 3 Contemptor Dreadnoughts, which is really good. 2 of them have the missile launchers, 1 of them doesn't. But they all have Volkite, which is obviously 16, strength 6, no minors, 2 damage shots. Re-rolling because of Chapter Master and re-rolling 1s because he's near the Watch Master. Re-rolling 1s against certain data sheets. Re-rolling everything against certain data sheets. Re-rolling 1s against a battlefield roll, which is basically everything else if he wants it to be. And then the interesting one is 2 Hunters. Now, I was actually looking at Hunters last night. These are 110 points, right? They get 1 shot. But it's strength 9, it's minus loads, and it's D6 plus 6 against flyers, right? Let's get the Hunter data sheet up. It's T8 with 11 wounds at 110 points. It only has a single shot. It's strength 10. Strength 9, -3, D6 damage. If you shoot an aircraft, you add 2 to the hit roll. And each time you shoot an aircraft model, that attack has D6 plus 6 damage. D6 plus 6. Turn 1, this is going to be AP4, right? You can give them ignore cover. You can give them re-rolling wounds, I believe. And the buff from the Tech Marine as well. And the Tech Marine can give them +1 to hit as well, which is really good. No, they don't. They don't what? He took it personally when they became the meta. I mean, he used to run them himself. But obviously, he lost to Admech Flyers in the LGT final, which you probably all saw. So he's like gone hard to be like, F you, Flyers. I ignore cover. I've got all this anti-air. I've got 3 Volkite Contemptors because I hate everything else on the ground. I've got all these frag cannons to deal with everything else on the ground. I've got all these missile launchers that are rerolling hits and wounds against you. Damn. That is a very good anti-air list. That is very, very good. LGT file, I didn't see anything. I was refereeing the table. Literally nothing happened. Delete admech flyers dot list. But this is like by far the heaviest I've seen into an anti admech flyer list, and I think it's really good. Obviously, an excellent player. It's a really, really good list. And it kind of like a lot what a lot of people said with Deathwatch. It was kind of like Deathwatch have a lot of tools. They don't seem overly broken straight away. They don't have like an obviously spammable unit, except for Volcons, but that's a different story. But they've got a lot of tricks, and it only takes like one good player to be like, right, actually, they've got a lot of good stuff in this current meta. We can build with that. So fair play. This is really good. It's kind of anti-aircraft, but it's missing 3 hunter tanks. Gumbling, it's got 2. It's got 2 there. 110 points. Again, it's T8 as well. It moves 10. So that's actually quite fast. T8 is actually really survivable because it's a lot harder to wound it. Because obviously, like this list, for example, it's wounded. The best you can wound T8 is on 4s or 5s. You just got rate of fire. Terrorists don't ignore heavy penalty. Maybe I was making that up then. It's got like you can give them hunter kills if you want to. I was memeing, but no. Okay. Fair enough. My apologies. So that's one of the lists. So I think Alex will do really well if he pulls into Malik again during the event. If Malik doesn't go first, he's having like a really rough time. The good thing is, oh, those flies are 10 wounds apiece. Yeah, exactly. So like the hunter can kill one a turn if it like hits and wounds and goes through, which is like likely, you know. They seem good into flies, which is funny. D6 plus 6 is rather mean. Yeah, exactly. The Stalker as well. That has like, it like doubles the amount of shots when it shoots a flyer. So I quite like the D6 plus 6. That's really good. It's only 1 shot, but it's rerolling hits probably. I don't think it's core actually, so it's probably not rerolling hits. It's rerolling wounds. And then you got damage with D6 plus 6. How many points is it on? It's 110, Tom. 110 points for a T8 block. It's because no one uses them, so they made them so cheap. Stalker is double shots, but not great due to most of the good planes being -1 damage. Yeah, very true, very true. It's D6 plus 5, basically, against most planes, because they're all going to have chaff launchers. So, fair play. Fair play. Really good list. So that's one of them. Right, let's have a look at Conzi's. Where is he? Where is he? Now, do you want me to go? Do you want me to give you advice? Or he's playing Grey Knight, so I don't even know what they do. He's playing right then. Okay. So this is Conzi's list. He's donated for me to review this, even though Dookie Dave did counter the donation with another 10 to cancel it. So it has to kill 1 to make its points back. Seems like a good risk/trade-off to me. Exactly. If he just does loads of damage, but it doesn't kill it, leaves 1 on like 2 or 3 wounds, that's still really good. Even if it only does 6 damage, that's still flat 6 damage. That's the minimum it can do if it goes through. And turn 1, it's -4, ignoring cover. So it's basically -5. So they're not going to get a save against it. So, okay, let's have a look at Konzi. So he's donated for me to have a look at this list. He's running Grey Knights. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Nemesis Dread Knights. He's playing with the big boys. He's taken 5 Dread Knights. So it's not a bad list. It's not a bad list just by looking at that. He's got a Brotherhood Tech Marine. So obviously that can probably do the same thing as most Tech Marines. I think it gives +1 to hit. +1 to hit, even. I guess if you're not up against fly, you can park it on home objectives. Exactly, yeah, because it's T8 with 11 wounds, it moves 10. Just like, here you go, I'm on this objective now. And I can just shoot something. Shoot a Dreadnought. It's still D6 damage. It's good. So he's got Grandmaster, who is Empiric Amplification and Yielding Anvil, and First to the Fray, and Vortex of Doom. I don't know what half of this stuff does. So Grey Knights is the Dread Knight Power Rangers faction now, I take it. Yeah, exactly. So just spam Dread Knights and then you're fine. I don't know what half of this does. It's got a silencer and a heavy side cannon, which is decent, and a great sword as well. He's got Strike Squad, Flat Troops. He's got Interceptors, 16 Nemesis Falchions, and then a Force Sword. So Falchions are pretty good. Big fat unit of 10. No. Nemesis Falchion, then an Interceptor with a sword. Is that because you ran out of points or something? Swords, everything else. You don't like the Falchions? Mikey, BRB need a book. Yeah, I actually do. Where's my Grey Knights Codex? I don't understand Grey Knights yet because I've only played them like 2 times. I just shoot them and hope for the best. I've got the book now. Let's go, gamers. I haven't put it in my app either, so I can't just search for it. What does this do? I've got no idea. Paladins are really bad. Paladins suck. So he has Empiric Amplification, which gives +1 damage for his side weapons, which is decent. He's also got Unyielding Anvil. Is that a warlord trait? Bloody battle scribe lists. Ugh. Gives out Obsec. That's pretty good with his 5 Dread Knights, so they're all Obsec now. Sword or sweep attack. Okay. Sigil of Exigence. What's the Sigil of Exigence? It doesn't say what they are. It doesn't say like relic, warlord trait, psychic power. It just says words. This is what happens when I go through a list I've not prepared for. I don't know what it does. Most troll relic in the game. It's a relic. Thank you. I will look for relics now. Sigil of Exigence. Once per battle, your opponent's shooting phase, when the bearer is selected to attack a ranged attack, you can activate this relic. If it does so, remove the bearer from the battlefield and then set it back up on the battlefield. Anywhere that is more than 9 inches away from enemy models. If the bearer is no longer an eligible target, your opponent can then select the new eligible targets for any attacks that are targeted the bearer. That is quite funny. That is quite funny. It's alright, Konzi. That is a very cool relic on your warlord. So yeah, fair play with that one. 2 Nemesis Dread Knights again. Dread Knights are just so well costed. It feels like Grey Knights. This is pretty much the build. There's not really many other builds. It's spam Dread Knights. Whereas like other books, like Thousand Suns, feels like it has a little bit more play. Whereas Grey Knights, it's like, do you want to do well? Take Dread Knights and don't take anything else. Take anything you like, as long as it has Dread Knight in the name. So having 5 is really good. Obviously, have you having much practice with this list? Because played right, it is really good. This is giving me Tau Triptide flashbacks. Yeah, exactly. Triptide with Dread Knights. It's 4 or 5 Dread Knights with at least 20 interceptors, which it has. Yeah. It literally has 20 interceptors, or 19 interceptors even. 5 Dread Knights, Brotherhood Tetrine, to do his shenanigans, and then just loads of interceptors to jump around the board. So it's just super fast and super survivable. It's the only army we played in the past 2-3 months. Nice, dude. Nice, dude. I think he'll do well. 5-1, reckon. 4-2, easy. There is 20, it's just format weird. Right, okay. My apologies. I suppose they're the same points, aren't they? I don't think I would take Falchions. I think Falchions are decent. Am I being daft? Oh, it doesn't tell you what they do on the day sheet, obviously. Each time Barrier fights with 1 or more Nemesis Falchion, it makes 1 additional attack at -2, 1 damage. I think Falchions are where it's at, yeah. I think they're just like, they go in and kill all the infantry. Like, any infantry you're running, it just kills them. Having the extra attacks is good, obviously, but then you obviously use the Dread Knights to kill the big stuff. So fair play, I like it. Are you doing all the lists? Oh, God, no. God, no. I've got 5 picked out. I'm doing people's extra if they donate because... I don't know. Someone said how much. Dread Knights have so much damage to it becomes redundant taking all the troops. Yeah, exactly. You just shoot the stuff you don't want to have damage. You need damage 2 for, and then charge the big stuff, and then just like you're really using Inceptors to play the mission anyway. Really, that's what they're there for. They're playing the mission, whereas everything else is playing the killie game. And if you really need it, you've got Obsec Dread Knights. Falchions are good against buggies. Yeah, true. In before Maggie gets like 7 more donos. Exclamation point dono if you want to help. If you donate a tenner, I'll look at your list. Because we've set the price now. If I get too many, I'll have to double it. You can also make Falchions damage too with psychic power. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so that's Conzi's list. Let's look at Rez's. I don't know your last name though. I'm just hoping you've got like your podcast. Or are you down as Team War Hipster? You're the only Richard there that I don't know the last name, but I know Richard Watkin. Falchions are super heavy tank. No, you talk about Falchions on the Interceptors. They're like the short swords that Grey Knights can have. Tenner in what currency? Real money, like UK money. Smith, okay. So you're also running Grey Knights. I know what Grey Knights do now. We've just looked at a great list. Okay, how many Dread Knights? 1, 2, 3. Are you okay? Are you okay? You've only got 3 Dread Knights. Don't you know it's 5? We want to run 5. Okay, so a Brother Captain with Unyielding Anvil. We've already seen that. Warp Shaping to change the tides. It's an Omen of Incursion. What's the Omen of Incursion? Again, it just says stuff. It doesn't tell you what it means. Omen of Incursion. Is that a relic? Is that a psychic power? Is that a warlord trait? Who knows? Just guess. Oh my god, this damn book. Games Workshop, please just take out Crusade and sell it me separately because no one wants it. It's a once per game all spec scan. Ah, right, okay. Interesting. It's a point upgrade. Okay. VTTO Kylo T. Thank you very much for the 10. What's your name? Do you want me to look at your list? Kylo T. I'll search Kylo, see if anything comes up. Okay. So he's got Librarian with Gate of Infinity, so teleport. He's got the Artisan Nullifier Matrix, which is a really good relic, and he's got a Warding stage, so he gets better saves. He's got the Dread Knight Demon Slayer, so he's ignoring Invuns, so if he goes up against Be'lakor, he's basically just dead. And he's got the Great Sword as well. One of their Prognostica upgrades. Ah, right, okay. I use and want it. He's got some Terminators. Oh, buddy. Oh, Richard. Reza Prime. Why have you got Terminators? Why do you hate yourself? He's got 30 Interceptors, though. That's decent, as we've just said. Halberds. All Halberds. Interesting. So the Halberds have more damage, more AP, right? Kylo Taylor. No worries, bud. So obviously the Halberds have better AP and the more damage. If I remember correctly. There's a lot, I think they were like -3 D3 damage. They're probably better now. -2 damage. Okay. So you got lots of 2 damage there with a bunch of attacks jumping around the board. You've got 2 more Dread Knights with a Teleporter and the Great Swords. Why Terminators though? Is it just because what you've got? Is that just because what you've got, or is it because you think there's something in Terminators? I think that's a lot you've spent where you could have got like maybe 2 units of Strike Squads for more play, or buffed, like taking another unit and then taking something else as well, like maybe another character. I mean, the Terminators aren't bad. They're very good at holding an objective because they've got 2 up save. I actually rate the Terminators 4+ invuln and 2+ save. Nice. Yeah, that's true. I just think it's quite a lot for it, you know, when you can have more bodies. But watch it, you'll go against something where that 4+ invuln is like super clutch. or that 2-up save is super clutch. They do objectives well. They can have them +1 save and -1 to hit. Yeah, so they're not like a terrible unit. It's just like, if you look at like the comparison, 10 interceptors is 30 points more. Obviously, you've already maxed those out, but like you could have taken some more strike marines, or you could have taken a different character maybe. So I don't know. I'm just asking the question, you know. I'm just asking the question. But yeah, I think it's a good list. What are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to go like 4-2, 5-1? How did you do at the LGT? What did you play? Play Grey Knights there as well? I just found they die. Fair. A lot of people do have anti space marine weapons, so fair play. 3 and 3 with Grey Knights. Interesting. Sanctuary gets some on the 4+. Yeah, it'll probably be a power, won't it, right? You went 2-3. Okay. I think with a little bit more... I mean, obviously, you're picking up more interceptors, which has obviously changed the list quite a lot. I think this is a lot more play. It's kind of light on the old Dread Knights, as I said. We've talked about the 5 Dread Knights. But I think it's a good list. I think the Terminators will hold the objective well. The Dread Knights will do Dread Knight things, and then having 30 interceptors is going to be really good. So hopefully we get you on stream, buddy. That'll be really fun. Going to take you ages to read mine. That's why I'm having to charge for it. Imperial Knights. Here we go. Right then. Okay, this is how you do a Knights list. I've seen Jay is going, and it doesn't look like this, and that's why he's not going to win the event. This boy, Mr. Kylo, has 3 Megaeras. That is all you want from an Imperial Knights list. 3 Megaeras. It is by far the most busted knight in existence. Pretty much everything is 3 damage on it, which is great when everything's -1 damage in return. So it has the Hecaton Siege Claw, which is 3 damage. Or it can do the Crunch, which is -1 to hit, but you get 6 damage at -4, and it's ×2 strength, so it's strength 16. You get the Lightning Cannon, which is heavy 8, strength 7 -2, 3 damage, but 6 as a hit is 3 hits, not 1. You got the Phased Plasma Fuser, which is 2 damage. This is the only thing that is 2 damage. You got the Twin Rad Cleanser, which is 3 damage flamer at 12 inch at assault 2d6. You would take this every time. You ignore cover, which is really good. You have a 5+ invulnerable save in combat all the time. That is a lot of forge money. Is it all legit? I bet it isn't. No, I'm kidding. Probably isn't. So what upgrades has he got? They're all characters. So he's playing Housecrast. So he's got the Headsman's Mark. So that is doing extra damage against vehicles. So against like a vehicle, everything's pretty much 4 damage. Against an opposing Imperial Knight, everything's 5 damage or better. Which is really good. Really good. Has he got any other upgrades? He's got the first Knight, so he's re-rolling hit rolls of 1 with that first one. The second one, he has Armor of Sainted Iron, so it has a 2-up armor save, which is really good. So only -4 actually makes a difference. How's folks? Hey man, how's it going? It also ignored dense. Why do you ignore dense? How do you ignore dense? You only ignore the benefits of cover, which is light cover, right? According to the rulebook. So he's got Armor of Sainted Iron on the second one. And I think that's it. Oh, he's got Landstrider as well, so everything's getting further advanced and better charges as well. And then on the last one, he's got Iron Bulwarks. He's got a 4+ invuln. That's really good. That's really good. To top it off, he's got loads of Warglaives, which have all got thermal spears as well. So he's got 4 Warglaives. Benefits of cover includes -1 woods, right? No, it doesn't. No, not as far as I'm aware. Because it's in the rare rules section. Benefit of cover. Core rules. Table of contents. Rare rules. Where are rare rules in this app? You gain the benefit of dense cover. If I remember, benefits cover equals all types cover. Benefits cover to armor save is specifically like cover. Nah, I don't think that's right. Let me double check. Let me double check before I say anything that's wrong. I thought benefit of cover referred to light cover. Rare rules section. Yeah, Gumbelina. You know, I think you're right. It's why Imperial Fists don't just ignore -1 to hit. Because they'd ignore everything. Benefits of cover. Ignoring the benefits of cover. If a rule says that target does not receive the benefit of cover to its saving throw. Ooh. Then resolve an attack with that rule. The models in that target unit ignore all benefits received from light and cover. If a rule says that does not receive benefit of cover without specifying what benefits are ignored, then resolve an attack with that rule. Models in that target unit ignore all benefits received from all terrain traits, including those that improve its saving throws, impose penalties, hit rolls, and so on. Oh. Oh, so you do ignore dense. Interesting. So I thought that ignore benefits of cover ignored only the armor save. So Preysight does read all benefits of cover, so you ignore dense. You don't ignore obscuring, that's the other thing you don't ignore. That's really good. Strength that would differentiate though, because the Imperial Fist chap tactic specifically talks about ignoring light cover. Well, this is wrote with 9th edition in mind. So clearly it's intended to ignore everything, which is really good. No, fair play, I was wrong. But clearly I'd read it somewhere, but I'd not read. I've not really, like, I don't really use much that uses ignore cover anyway, so I've not really like thought about it. I'm not playing against a Megara with Dents coming into play. I've only played against Megaras on LGT, so there's no Dents on there. So fair play. So triple Megara with all that AP, ignoring cover, ignoring Dents, so hitting on 3s all the time. I'm a big knight, who cares? Yeah, so fair play. That's a really good list, bud. That's a really, really good list. Fair play. I like it. And then you got like the 4 Warglaives to play the mission as well, and be angry and be annoying, with the Megaras going up and just gunning everything down. So fair, that's a really good list. Fair play. Okay, so back to it. Where were we? We'd reviewed Alex. We're going to look at Conrad's list now. So Conrad, one of the winners of the LGT a couple of years ago, probably the last one. Well, he won the LGT. He won the LGT Invitational last time, not the one just gone, the one before when we covered it. And he's running a really interesting list. So he's running, he's called them the minor. Well, he's running Minotaurs, but as a successor chapter. Now, Minotaurs are a Forge World chapter, just like Blood Ravens, but they're interesting because they have a character dreadnought called Hecaton Iacos, right? Worth the 10. No, thanks, man. Thanks for the dono. I really appreciate it. So, Hecaton, right, is a character dreadnought with a plasma cannon and a chain fist. He's move 8, BS and weapon skill 2, T9, 9 wounds, 160 points, right? He's got dreadnought close combat weapon, so flat 3 damage with his 5 attacks, 6 on the charge. He's got heavy plasma cannon, which is damage 2 or damage 3 if he overcharges. He's got a storm bolter as well. He's got a 4+ invuln. It can't be chosen as your warlord, but when he makes a charge move, you can roll a dice, add 1 if it has a vehicle keyword. On a 3 to 5, it suffers mortal wound. On a 6, it suffers D3. So the reason this is interesting is because it's another contemptor that's a character, right? So he can make this untargetable with company veterans, with bodyguard rule. Fun fact, Red Scorp, to my knowledge, the only non-Iron Hands faction that get character Leviathan. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So this is a character relic contemptor with a plasma cannon and a chain fist. So we can use this to his advantage by protecting it with other stuff, because it's a character. Let it charge into for example, let it go and fight in combat, go and charge into stuff, fire off a plasma cannon. Really good, really good. So Josh Roberts used this at our event, which is like 2 weeks ago, and he came second with this. Very similar list, very similar style. And it's just like, it's just abusing bodyguard, but with dreadnoughts, right? So, because Space Marines don't really have any real bad combat characters that are really shooty. So like, unlike Sisters, which are kind of like relying on Celestine and Morven Val, whereas like Space Marines are relying on basically character dreadnoughts. He's got one of them anyway. He's also got the Primaris Tech Marine with target protocols. So choose a unit, reroll a hit, wound, and damage roll. Really good. He's also been curses. He's got 2 units of company veterans. So these are guys with bodyguard, super cheap. They've both got storm shields in both squads. And he can basically, he's got another character contemptor. He can play around with bodyguard. He's got a little bit more freedom because he's got 2 units rather than 1, and he's got 2 dreadnoughts, which is kind of nice. So then he's got 2 units of devastators. Now he's on double multi-melter, double grav cannon in both squads, which I think is quite interesting. I personally prefer triple melter, 1 grav cannon, but I mean, Conrad's arguably a better player than me, so fair play to him for running that. I just find like having 1 grav cannon, being able to shoot twice, is better than having like 2 melters and then making 1 shoot twice, because sometimes when you're against like opposing dreadnoughts and stuff like that, I think like having the more multi-melters is more important. The only time that like grav cannons are, having more grav cannons is better is like against Sisters, because they don't really rely on vehicles, they've just got rhinos. So why not all melters, just points? No, it gives you more flexibility. It gives you way more flexibility, because obviously one of them Marines is shooting twice, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s, because it's Iron Hands, right? So when you shoot twice with a grav cannon, you got like 8 shots. That's 8 anti-infantry shots, which are hitting on 2s re-rolling, and then wounding on like 3s normally. And then having the melters are really good against vehicles. So if you take all melters, that unit is only good against vehicles. It's not good against anything else, right? So let's say you take, like for me, 3 multi-melters and 1 grav cannon. You pop a rhino with that first round of shots. You can then shoot the grav cannon again and shoot whatever's just popped out of it. But it's also, they are cheaper, so it gives you a bit of flexibility, because if you really need the melters, you can have 4 that 1 turn. If you really need the grav cannons, you can have 2 melters and 2 grav. 3 melters, 2 grav. But Conrad's gone for 2 multi-melters, 2 grav cannons. It does bring the points down by 10 points, because they are 10 points cheaper, the grav cannons. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. He's obviously putting them in a drop pod. And he's also got 2 land speeder storms as well. These are super fast. They're really good at playing the mission. They can protect his dreadnoughts, because obviously the dreadnoughts are characters. And they're just really quick and really cheap for 50 points. They're basically like a Venom, but for Space Marines, which, you know, again, just really fast. You can't put anything in them, which if you could, other than scouts, to be a lot more points. But it's kind of nice to have those on the board. He's then got the Lieutenant. He's got the Indomitus Lieutenant with the Storm Shield and the Volkite Pistol. He's got Rites of War and Voxy Spiritum. So Voxy Spiritum is a relic. It increases the range of any aura abilities, and then it's taken Rites of War. So Rites of War is basically now all units within 9 inches have obsec. If not, you count as 2. So now all of his Vanguard veterans, which he has, are all like obsec as well while they're near the lieutenant. And a 9-inch aura, 40 mil base. He's got 2 up, 4 up, so he's really survivable as well, which is really good. And there you go. He's got the other relic contender as well. Merciless Logic, Twin Volkite. You've seen it all before. Exploding 6s to hit, can't be targeted because of bodyguard. Really good. He's then got, there, as I said, the 3 units of Vanguard, so 2 units of 5 and then 1 unit of 10, which you can obviously use for while we stand, we fight. What's it called now? To the last. So if he chooses the Vanguard veterans who are 309 points, he then has to choose the Volkite Contemptor and Hecaton Icos, right? For to the last, if he wants to take it. You have to kill both units of Vanguard veterans, and you have to kill 2 character dreadnoughts, which you can't target because they're characters, which is really good. That's like an auto 15 secondary if he's doing well. Oh, my apologies. No, he can't use Hecaton because he's too cheap. He'll have to choose the Whirlwind Scorpius, who is at the bottom. And the Whirlwind Scorpius, heavy 2d3, strength 6, -2, 2 damage, ignore line of sight. It's just a Whirlwind body, but the damage 2 and -2 is really good. -3, turn 1. Now, it's the same points as the Sakara and Arcus, and I'm like, I don't know which one's better. The Sakara and Arcus is only AP 1, but it's 2d6 shots, whereas this is only 2d3. But it's just exactly the same points. The Arcus is BS2, it moves faster, it has more wounds, But the Whirlwind Scorpius is -2, naturally, rather than -1. So, this is a really good list. Whirlwind is 3d3. Are you sure? I thought it was only 2d3. My apologies. If it's 3d3, that's even better then. I thought it was 2d3. What am I thinking of? My apologies. It's 3d3. That has made it a lot better in my opinion. I still don't know which one's better because the Sakaran is a little bit faster. But it's only -1. But it's more shots. But it's more random if you're shooting a small unit, whereas 3d3 is way more consistent. I've been like toying with both. I don't know which one I want to use. Normal Whirlwind Castell Launcher is 2d3. That's probably what I'm thinking. They're way cheaper though. Way cheaper, but also much worse. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think the Sakaran Arcus, 170 points, -1 CP? So, the cost is exactly the same. But the Arcus is BS2. It's 14 wounds. It moves 14. It's BS2. It's a Sakaran chassis, so it's a lot bigger. Whereas the Whirlwind is same points, same cost. It's 3d3 shots at -2 rather than 2d6 at -1. It's still 2 damage. It moves a bit slower. It's only got 11 wounds. I don't know. Because you can make the Scorpius heavy doctrine, and it's -3 AP then. Which is good against sisters when they start ignoring AP. 2's rerolling 1s all game. You're not rerolling 1s, because when you put it into the Devastator Doctrine, you don't benefit from being in the Devastator Doctrine for Iron Hands. You just get the AP. So, interesting though, interesting. But I think that's a really good list. It's made me start to consider stuff on my own list, my own Iron Hands list. Because I love Vanguard Veterans. I think they're really good. Everyone knows that. And he's got some really good, again, really good to the last. The Relic Contempt, which you can't target. The Whirlwind Scorpius, which is going to be behind a Warlord game. And the Relic Contempt, and the Vanguard Veterans, which are going to split probably, more than likely. If not, you could just run them all together. That would also be really good. It's a really hard to kill unit. And it's all got Thunder Hammers or Lightning Claws. He's got a little bit of 3 damage if he needs it. And then all Lightning Claws, which is really good. So that's one I think is going to win as well. We've also got Malik. So Malik has won the LGT Invitational, the LGT itself, and he also won the London Open this weekend just gone. So he's absolutely smashing it with this list. Now, I'm not going to dwell on this list too much because sadly, even though he is smashing it, it is Admech, and everyone knows Admech are very good. He's got all the shenanigans. He's got 4 flyers in this list. He's got 3 Stratoraptors and 1 Fuselav. All the Stratoraptors have chaff launchers, so they're all -1 damage. And he's also got the Fuselav with the command uplink as well. He's got 2 Dune Riders for ignore line of sight shooting because his... oh, sorry, Dune Riders. Sorry, they're transports, not my apologies. Has he got the other things? No, he hasn't. So the Dune Rider is going to be transporting some Rust Stalkers. He's got 11 Rust Stalkers, I think, in this list. He's got a unit of 7 and a unit of 5. So he's got 12. My apologies. So 7 Infiltrators, which are really good. He's got a couple of little units of Skitarii Rangers, but then he also has 3 big units of 20. What does he? I thought he did. Have I read the wrong list? I think I might have. I think I might have looked at a different admit list. He does not have 3 units of 20. He's just got 1 unit of 20 Rangers with the Enhanced Data Tether, the Omni Specs, with Plasma Cavaliers as well. Just double checking to make sure I missed anything. So no, it looks like he's gone heavy on like the Iron Striders with the Twin Cognis. He's got 1 unit of 20, which is going to be receiving all the buffs. That's usually the one that doesn't have to die because it's so hard to kill. It'll get all the buffs it'll get. It is Mars, but it obviously has like being able to like make them transhuman and stuff like that from the Manipulus, etc. So, oh no, he does have 60 infantry. I'm just forgetting one of the detachments. Ignore me. There it is. So 2 units of 20 there as Lucius, which will be ignoring AP, getting +1 save, all the shenanigans that Admech do. And then he's got the Mars stuff, so it's like getting Canticles, getting the rerolls. It's Admech. This is going to do well. Malik plays this list very well. He's won 3 events with it, 2 of them being at the LGT in the same weekend, one after the other. He won the Invitational with it. He's won the main event with it, which is pretty much the same list. He won the London Open this weekend just gone, and I imagine this is the same, if not very similar list. It's going to do AdMech things. It's probably going to be on the top table in the last round. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. And it would just be because he's played another very good player as well. So that's Malik's. We've also got Nassim. So Nassim, another excellent player, also running Iron Hands, very similar to Conrad's, but ever so slightly different. He's not running the second character Dreadnought, he's just got one. A very good player. A very good player, I think. He's in the Invitational. He's won loads of events in 9th edition. He's won loads on TTS as well. Malik is still list to beat. Yeah, if you want to win the event, you have to be able to beat Malik, I think. Yeah, for sure. So he's got the Lieutenant. He's got Rights of War. It's Vox Experientum as well. He's got an Infiltrator squad. He's got 1 unit of Company Veterans, 1 unit of 3. 2 Chainsaws and 1 Lightning Claw, probably because they have spare points. Now he's gone for 1 Multi-Melter and 3 Grav Cannons. I'm not a fan. Don't like this setup. He might have an idea better than me. It's better into AdMech. Mostly. I don't like it though. I'd prefer to have at least 2 Multi-Melters, but that's just me personally. I'm more critical of Space Marine list because that's the faction I play. But it is a good list. He's got those Eliminators in there. Now Eliminators are really good. Not only do they have sniper rifles, which obviously ignore character rules, so you can target characters and shoot them out. They also move super fast, so they deploy 9 away, they move 6, and then if they shoot with the sergeant lets them move again, which is really good. It's really good. So you've got Redemptor Dreadnought with the heavy onslaught cannon. I'm just seeing you've just pointed that out, JW. Now this is just really good at killing infantry. Like the onslaught Gatling cannon and the heavy onslaught and the onslaught are just like massive anti-infantry. That's what 18 shots, if not more, maybe 20 shots. At strength 5 or strength 6 even. I think the heavy onslaught's a little bit better than it used to. I think it's like strength 6 with loads of AP. Is one of my alerts still playing? Or has it just crashed? It's not been playing Jeffrey Bezos over and over again, has it? 1 second. I'm just going to mute it now. Hopefully it hasn't. Not to be playing Jeffrey Bezos over and over again. It's like playing in OBS for some reason, but I think someone would have pointed it out much earlier than that. D6 on macro makes it pretty unreliable. Yeah, the macro plasma is good, but it's D6 shots, which is kind of like unreliable, as you've said. So it's like really swingy, 12 at strength 6 -1, strength 8 at strength 5 -1. There you go, thanks, Des. So it's just a lot of DACA. That's 20 shots at strength 5 at minimum. So we need most infantry on 3s. Better into orcs as well. So he's got drop pod in there. He's got land speeder storm. He's then got a second detachment. He's got Tech Marine with target protocols once again. He's got another unit of company veterans. He's got another Redemptor Dreadnought, this time with the plasma. So he's got one of each, which is good. He's got the Relic Contemptor, same old, we've seen that before. He's also got 3 units of Vanguard Veterans, but all with Lightning Claws, I imagine just to save points. We're trying to work out why one's cheaper than the other. Ah, one's got chainsaws, that's why. One's just chainsaws, that's interesting. He's then got another Devastator squad with 3 Grav Cannons again. And he's got another unit of Eliminators and a Land Speeder Storm. Now this is like a really interesting list, so it's a little bit more... It doesn't seem quite as powerful as Conrad's, I'd say. It has a lot more tricks though with the 2 units of Eliminators to take out characters. Obviously Nassim beat Manny in the Invitational with those Eliminators by taking out the Skitarii Marshal and then tagging everything. So he couldn't fall out of shoot with Program Retreat. And then just nailed everything then, because nothing could fall back. Nothing could get the buffs. And then he could just deal with it. He could tag the infantry, shoot everything out of the sky rather than worry about the infantry falling out and just nailing him. So maybe he's like really like hitting those eliminators hard because of that in that game. It's really interesting. So which chapter is this list? It's Iron Hands, buddy. It's Born Heroes and Whirlwind of Rage. So hitting on 2s on the turn he charges, and 6s to hit in combat are 2 hits rather than 1. So Nattings is a really, really good list, I think. It's very, but it's more tricksy compared to like Comrades, which is very much like I do loads of damage. The end. And then the final list, it's not all Admech and Iron Hands. We're going to look at some Drukhari. We're going to look at Mr. Mark Cromwellhome. Now, Mark Cromwellhome, a very good player. Very, very good player. He's running some Drukhari. It is, sadly, a very Drukhari list. It's not really like off meta. I just think it's a really good list. Now, because, as we spoke about, like Goonhammer is using some actually good terrain. They're using actually good terrain layouts for the deployment, so you can hide stuff. He's gone for Raiders. He's got Raiders in his list, which you wouldn't really see it like the LGT, the last big event in the country, because the terrain was terrible. So, he's got an Archon with a Jin Blade. He's got Splintered Genius. All the shenanigans, Hatred of Eternals, a reroll and hits and wound, better sword, etc. He's got Cabalite Trueborn with 2 blasters, 1 Dark Lance, and a power sword, which is interesting. I probably imagine the power sword is just, again, spare points. He's got a blast pistol in there as well. So that is 4 Dark Light weapons in 1 unit, which is really good. He's got 2 units of Cabalites, all with blasters. He's got 2 units of Mandrakes. Now, Mandrakes are like really interesting unit, I think. If I've got them unlocked on here, I'll tell you about them. If not, I'm just going to skip over them, pretend I know about them. I do. So Mandrakes have Bale Blast, which is 2 shots at strength 4 -1 and 1 damage, and a wound roll is a 6 in it. On a wound roll of a 6, it's a mortar wound addition, so just like a bunch of shots. So he's got 2 units of 5, so that's 10 shots each, which is really nice. BS3, move 8, not bad, really cheap unit. Mark was just on the Art of War podcast. He was. A really good player. He really needs to win an event soon because he deserves it. He's definitely got it in him. He just keeps getting unlucky. So then he's got 2 Raiders with Blade Vein, so better in combat, Chain Snares, and Grizzly Trophies. So the Grizzly Trophies basically make you they reduce your leadership, which is really good. Now I'm pretty sure, yeah, he does. He has Phantasm Grenade Launchers, which roll against your leadership. So a lot of people like these when playing Drukhari. So let's have a look. Phantasm Grenade Launcher. It's Assault D3. Each time a unit is hit by his weapon, roll 2d6. If the result is higher than leadership, that unit suffers 1 mortal wound. So when you've got loads of Raiders, which move really fast, and Grizzly Trophies, which reduce leadership, you've got a better chance of doing loads of mortal wounds with all those Cabalites. So it's like a little bit of mortal wound spam with lots of Dark Light this list, which I really like. So he's got 2 of those. He's also got the Shock Prow as well, so you can do mortal wounds on the charge with 1 of them, because it's a stratagem. And then he's got another Archon with a blast pistol. He's also Splintered Genius, but Poison Tongue. He's got Succubus, so this is a Radiant Force. So he's got Succubus doing all the things. Triptych Witch, Tolerated Ambition, Show Stealer, all the normal stuff. It's a nasty Succubus. He's got another unit of Trueborn with all the Dark Light in there. He's got another unit of Cabalite with a Phantasm Grenade Launcher. He's got another unit of Mandrakes, so doing mortal wounds there as well. He's got 3 more Raiders, all set up exactly the same. Dark Lance, Phantasm Grenade Launcher, Grizzly Trophies, and the Shock Prow. So again, even more mortal wound output. And then he's got a final patrol with another Archon who has got Splinter Genius, but this one's Obsidian Rose. He's got Drazar as well. Drazar, really, really good unit. Super killy, just goes in and kills anything. Sometimes he dies, sometimes he doesn't. He's got another unit of Trueborn, all with Dark Light, and then 2 more units with Phantasm Grenade Launchers. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Phantasm Grenade Launchers. That's 10 mortal wounds a turn if he gets it off. You know? All he has to do is roll over the leadership. And if you've got really low leadership, you're dead. So that's it. So it's just loads of Dark Light, loads of Phantasm. Phantasm Grenade Launchers. He's got the Killer Succubus. He's got Drazar in there. He's got loads of Raiders. So how many Dark Light weapons has he got? He's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22 Dark Light weapons, 10 Phantasm. No Incubi. No. That's a list. That list of yikes from me. So he's got 22 Strength 8 -4 D6 damage shots and 10 mortal wound shots a turn. And it's pretty good in combat as well. Plus all the shock prowls. So I think that's a really good list. Now it's a little bit of, it's like Drakari. It's kind of like on meta, but also off meta because it's not just like, it's not got Incubi in there. It's quite interesting. It's got all the Mandrakes who can do all mortal wounds as well on a 6 to wound, and they're getting like 10 shots each. So that's 30 shots. So on a 6 to wound doing mortal wounds as well. And I think that, I believe Mandrakes forward deploy as well, you know. Let's have a look. Or they can deep strike. One of the two. Yeah, they got from out the shadows. During deployment, set of unit can be set up anywhere on the battlefield that's more than 9 away. So they can go 9 away, so they can be a really good screen for early movement. They can stop sister Dominion Rhinos moving before the game. And they can also just jump on objectives early and stop stuff like other forward deploy units. So you can protect yourself and screen out really well. So that's a really good list. A really, really good list. And I think that's like a bunch of really good lists. So we've reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably winning lists, plus 2 extras, 3 extras. So thank you very much to the donos. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you. So we've reviewed 5 potential winners. I think any of these lists could be on the top table the last round, or even against each other in the last round, unless they meet each other too early. What do you think? Do you think one of these lists will win? Do you think there's another list you want to look at that you might win as well? What do you reckon? It should be interesting. It should be interesting. There might be someone going who I just don't know, who's actually an excellent player. I haven't heard the name. I have pretty much chosen lists and players that I know of, because I know they'll do really well, because I just know they're good players. Now there might be people going who I just don't know who are really good players. I just got a really excellent list. Do we have Orc Buggies? There are Orc Buddies. Orc Buddies? Your Orc Buddies going. There are some Orc Buggy lists going. I know there's one from Ed Fawcett who I played and has been to my events in the past. I haven't seen any known names playing Orc Buggies. Someone's running a Squigoth as an Orc player. I could go through every Orc list and try and find it, but it would take me all day. Is there much in the way of Grey Knights / Thousand Suns? There is quite a mix. There's Chris Tutil running Thousand Suns. Now he's won a couple of events in the past. That is not the list. That is the list I clicked on. It's not the list on screen though, because I locked my phone, I think. 1 second. Excuse me a moment. Are you going to update or not? There we go. So this is Chris Tutil. He's won 2 no retreats in the past and maybe another list before. He's running Sorcerer and Terminator armor. He's got Araman. He's got Exalted Sorcerer and a Demon Prince. He's got loads of rubrics. Only 10 Zangors. He has got a big fat unit of Scarabit Cult. And then Zangor Enlightened. Now I don't think Zangor Enlightened are very good, so I don't think Chris is going to win. Grey Knight seems to be going down well, and Thousand Suns seems to be a bit of a counter to Admech. Yeah, I think Thousand Suns really have it in them to like absolutely nail Admech, because they have the relic for core units to ignore all penalties. Any penalty you can think of, they just ignore it. To hit, to wound, damage, anything, just get rid of it. That's really good on Volkite. The problem is with Volkite and Thousand Suns, it's got no AP. So when they get like that plus to save, I think I don't actually. I think it ignores save rolls as well. So this is on armor saves, which is kind of like not what you want. You need AP on it, but they have all of the bolters, all of the soul reapers, and the missile racks as well. The tournament, I don't think. In fact, it might not be going to win. I don't know if he's played in a while. I mean, everyone's been in a lockdown for the past year and a half, so not a lot of people. For some people, this is like the first event they've played since Corona, so fair play. But Thousand Sons Grey Knights are popular. It's just like the people who are, let's say, the more known players are running Admech, really. Admech or Einhands. So, who else? Let's have a look. I was trying to pick out people who I was aware of, you know? Who I think are going to win the event. Because there's obviously loads of people. Anyone could win the event. It's just, I don't know everybody. Any Tau? Are you okay? Are you high? Probably not. I've run 2 events, 3 events, and 2 of them I didn't have any Tau or any Tyranids. Now, we might see Tyranids in events now, but we won't see them at this one because it's too soon. We won't see Black Templars either. I currently don't see any Tau. I'm at S. There's a few Tyranids. I don't see any. No GSC either. What else can you fit if you've got 30 Tyranids? Does that even fit in a list? Don't you need you'll need a battalion, right? Tau competing for best sportsman. They're not even doing that. They're not even turning up. What army do you think will do well on the terrain? Hot take versus the stuff that you run at events. Just take a Vanguard attachment. True. Okay. Yeah, so if we look at the terrain at Goonhammer, it's a little bit heavier than the likes of like the LGT. Probably a little bit heavier than... I mean, that's pretty much it. It is quite heavy in comparison. Now, compared to Games Workshop, it's light. Because the Games Workshop has got 4 big bricks. Now, obviously, I run 4 different types. 4 different types of terrain. Which makes, like, it really interesting. But Flyers are going to do really well. Because, as you've just pointed out, pretty much all the objectives are wide open, right? These 2 in the middle are wide open. These ones have an L, right? But as soon as you're over the L, that's it. You can't really, like... the L's are quite far forward. They're not really hidden, you know? If this L was further back, so it was harder to get behind, it'd be more interesting. But because it's there, it's on the deployment line. As soon as you get, like, here, you can probably see, you know? As soon as you get here. But as soon as you fly over, that's it. Now, that's a pretty good one. Again, this one, like, you've got a little bit of hiding here, so this is more interesting. You can tuck right in. You can tuck right into these corners to hold it. So this is probably the best one for this particular mission. But, like, not every mission has this type of objectives, you know? This one's really bad. This is, like, a really bad setup, I think, for this mission. Because, like, look, like, these are just wide open to deployment zones, you know? They're just wide open. Whereas, like this one you can hide. Yeah, fair enough. But, like... Look at the fire lanes, you know? Oh, you run out here and grab this objective. You forward deploy here and jump onto the objective, right? This is my deployment zone. That unit is dead. Right? And it's the same on this side, you know? Bodyguard is going to be solid. Yeah, as you said, like, Bodyguard is, like, insanely good. And on this terrain, because it is all line of sight blocking, there's no windows in this. There's no windows in this at all. So, you're going to be able to hide your bodyguard units really well, and then your characters can pop out. Like, Celestine is going to love this board. Absolutely love it. Your Sacrosanct sit here. Celestine's over here. You know, she's loving life. But, like, this one, it feels really wide open. And Battle Lines is a really interesting one. Because of the deployment type and the lack of objectives compared to most other missions. It's one of the fewest objectives in the game. That's why people don't like it. But as Tom said, yeah, you're just going to be trading units. If you've not got bodyguard, you're just going to be trading units in the middle for this one. Let's get the other missions up. Thank you, Konzi, for opening these up, by the way. What have we got? We've got round 1, round 2, round 4, round 5. So we need round 3 and round 5. So that's round 3. So again, this one's not too bad, but you have got like a wide open space here. It's just like you got a kill zone, you know. Round 5 retrieval. So you got round 5 there. Again, look at that objective and that objective again wide open. So, and then these two not so bad. These two not so bad, but these two, that's rough. No dense terrain at all. No, just craters and buildings. It's all the same terrain, just different layouts. It's just, again, these are quite tall. These are multi-level, but all the windows are blocked. You can't see through them at all. But then it's just craters. That round 3 setup. Yeah, that is just like white. That just feels open. Now, it'd be interesting to see when it's in person. It's probably drawn to scale, but that does look very open indeed. Very open. That's going to be a really, really rough game for certain armies. For example, if I was playing this, right, I just dropped my little Volkite, my bodyguard here, my Volkite Contemptor here. He owns this objective. Anything that tries to charge him is -2 to charge. And then he can just see everything. He can see whatever's here. He can see whatever's here, you know? That looks lighter than LGT. This one looks really bad, I think. I don't like this terrain at all. Now, I get it. People are limited to what they've bought or what they own. But, damn. You know? Blood Angels will get wrecked. Yeah, they would. So, like this one. This one's the most protected when you're charging this way, but you're slowed down by this crater. But, like, really, this one, if you got bodyguard or something, you're just laughing. Like, again, if like you've got like more than Val just sat here gunning shit and Celestine gunning shit. But then you just run the most of your army into this one, so the opponent can't use this against you. You know? If you got like a really shooting army. Can planes fit on those maps? I have no idea. No idea, bud. That is something I don't know. But this, if I was playing in the event, I love this mission. This is the best mission. Again, I just sit my Dreadnought here and gun everything down. So craters are dense and difficult terrain rather than light cover and difficult terrain. Are they? On this map they are? Because no, they're just light cover and difficult unless they've ruled them as dense. Have they ruled them as dense? Have I missed something? Oh, the craters are using dense. My apologies. Well, craters aren't dense. That's the only problem with like house ruling. I've just sat here and bitched about the terrain, but they've added dense to a crater, which is a crater isn't dense. So a crater is not dense. So I've just sat here and bitched about the terrain for 10 minutes. But now I just sound like a dick. Now I just sound like a dick, and I think the maps are shit. But like craters don't have dense. They've added dense. Right. Let's readdress the maps. Ignore everything I've just said. Okay. Now who's dense? Oh yeah, again, that's fine. That's fine. But like, it's a crater. A crater doesn't have it. Why not? The whole point of the keyword system is make your terrain what you want it to be. Read the rule pack first. Yeah, I could sit and read the rule pack, but a crater has specified keywords. It already has specified keywords. So why do we need to use? Why don't we just use forests? Because they are light and difficult ground and dense. You know. So why take terrain and then add keywords? Yeah, I get it. That's the terrain you've got. But when I see a crater, that's what I think. I don't think dense, because it isn't. You know. So I don't have anything with bodyguard or ignoring line of fire, line of sight, so I can't play Copper 40k teams. Well, I mean, you will struggle, yeah. My honest answer is cost. Yeah, I get it. Do they have enough forested terrain physically? Clearly not. Suspect lots of people get it wrong on the day. Yeah, exactly. Craters being dense is some real dense rules, right? No, it's fine, but obviously I just feel bad now because I've just sat and bitched about it, saying that I didn't like the maps. But having dense changes things. But that's something you have to be aware of when people change it, and it's not clear. If it said it doesn't say it in the terrain pack. So the terrain pack, where is it? Have I lost it? Yeah, so the terrain pack doesn't say anything about the terrain. You know, it just has pictures of the maps. So smoking craters, maybe. You know, I can say and moan about it, but if it doesn't say it there, I didn't know. It says it here in the rules pack. There. So they do have dense. So let's have a look. Again, ignore everything I just said, which is a bit of a shame because I thought I came out with some really good stuff, and I'm definitely going to not repeat most of it. However, this map is more interesting because you have dense, because the craters are dense, so they provide -1 to hit. So it doesn't feel quite as open anymore. Fairly confident most people assume the craters aren't dense just by going by the terrain pack. I can head to Boots and get some cotton wool. The rules pack is only 4 light pages. It's not particularly dense. Well done. Should be a minimum expectation that is read. Yeah, but I'm looking at the terrain, bud. I'm looking at the terrain. So why is it not in the terrain pack? I'll have a word with them and just be like, you should have this in the terrain pack. unless you're Megaras, they don't care. Anyway. So this one's not too bad. This one's not a bad terrain setup. You got this right on the edge of your deployment, so you can keep that distance nice and short for early charges. Imagine Vanguard veterans can pretty much jump over here and charge turn 1 if you've got something in this deployment zone. You've got these objectives are very wide open. You've got a little bit of hiding here, but that's like near your opponent's deployment zone or on this side. You don't have a lot to hide on these 2 objectives, so it's very much going to be fighting over the middle, I think. Judy Dense. So yeah, so these objectives are like just not very fun to hold. Because they are wide open. So you're pretty much going to be fighting them, especially because it's sweeping clear as well. So you're going to be playing direct assault. So that is hold this one for more points, or vice versa. Hold this one or hold this one, depending which deployment zone you've chosen. So again, these ones feel really hard done by, let's say. This one, now having dense in the middle is a lot different, because otherwise, god damn. God damn, it was wide open. Now, the problem is, even though it is -1 to hit, you can still be shot. You know? So you can stand in your deployment zone and see into their deployment zone and still be shot. You know? You can hold them from the U-shaped ruins right in the corner. But these ones, these objectives, like you can touch the corner, yeah, but you haven't got a lot of place to hide there. Like, you're gonna get what, 1 base there? If that's 3 inches, you're gonna get like 132 more base, and it's gonna be sticking out. You know? Is that what you're saying, Nathan? You don't get to hide in a building to hold it. You are pretty much in the open there. So So yeah, so with battle lines, again, you're just going to be trading here. You've got a little bit of -1 to hit cover there, which is nice, but you are wide open. The front of your deployment zone is wide open. You can pretty much only hide here, but then the opponent could pop out this way and get you. Or you can hide here. That's the only safe space you've got. Can't you tow in? Yeah, but you can still be seen, bro. If you're still saying, yeah, you can put your toe there. If you put a Space Marine there, he's pretty much wide open. You're not hiding in a corner. You can be seen if you're here. You can be seen from here. You'll probably be seen back from here as well. You know, just because you're towing the terrain doesn't mean you can't be seen. You're just touching it. So yeah, so this is still bad, even with Dense in the middle. The Dense helps a little bit. It provides some -1. But what it doesn't do is provide protection on these two objectives, which are wide open. So, yeah, again, you're just going to be trading units on this map, which is a bit of a shame. Now, this one, now it's a little bit different. As I said, you can stand here. You can put a Volcon. A Volcon here, ignoring this terrain. And then he can just shoot everywhere, which is fine. This one's quite easily protected. This one's quite easily protected, as is this one. So this one, you can sit on 3 objectives. It's just going to be hard to cross that no man's land. It's going to be really hard to cross that. Because again, you got a bit of -1 here. Fine. But like, as soon as your unit's touching this, you can just shoot everywhere and ignore it. You know? You can still see a lot of the board sat here, which is really interesting. Day 2, round 1, or round 4 in total. Now, this one, you do have places to hide and hold the objective really easily. This is probably the best setup, I'd say. Now, you can stand here and see into their deployment zone, and they've got no cover whatsoever. Kinda, you know, from here to here. You've got a little bit of space there. And vice versa here. This is probably, I think this is probably the best terrain layout for these objectives. Because you've got lots of places to hide. But also means you've got lots of places to hide, so it's going to be really hard to shift stuff that is holding objectives. Round 5. Round 5, retrieval mission. Now, these 2 objectives, they're just pretend they're not there. Because you don't want to be playing on those. Again, the other thing that's going to be really good there is bodyguards. You're going to have 3 company veterans sat in here and a dreadnought sat there. Or you're going to have Sacrosanct sat in here and Celestine sat on here, which will be totally fine. I'd make on their good BS10, don't care about Dense. Yeah, literally. So if you sit a Volcon here, he's going to kill whatever's on this one. Now, obviously, he can get charged that way. But, you know, that's just one of those things. That's just one of those things. But this one is, if you've not got bodyguard or anything else which is super survivable, you're going to really struggle to hold these 2 objectives, depending which side of the board you're on. But the other 4 are really quite protected. You got a big L here to protect here. It's not quite open. This one you sat on the terrain clearly, which is really good. And the final one, again, you've got 2 right in the middle. No protection whatsoever. You got a little bit of Dense. That's it. Mikey, welcome back to the internet. Thanks, bro. And you got 4 in each corner, which is nice. But the 2 in the middle are going to be like really hard to get hold of. Really hard to get hold of. It's a really bad secondary as well. Really bad secondary on this mission. So, it's interesting. It's interesting. Some good ones, some bad ones. That's what you kind of want. Not much variation, though, because every table is using the same type of terrain. So, it's interesting. It's interesting. What do you guys think? Do you like the terrain? Do you dislike the terrain? I realise I've rambled for about 1 hour and 40 minutes now. So, I'm probably going to look at stream models and memes now. But if you got any other thoughts about the terrain or the matchups or the games, it's a shame we don't have pairings, but maybe we'll have pairings on Wednesday so we can start choosing a matchup for the first games. We are going to be covering 2 tables that weekend. 2 tables all weekend. Most are mess, some are good, a few are straight up oof. Now it's all dense, it's a lot better. Yeah, it looks a lot better. But it's a crater, which isn't dense. I think I need to play on it a bit. Yeah, I think I need to play on it a bit. Yeah. It's one of the tables of buffet. We're not going to be covering the buffet, but we are going to be covering 2 tables all weekend, which is really good. Again, it's me, Tom, Neil, and Brett, or Arkham Castles. And then on the Sunday, I'm not there. So you're going to have to look after them and make sure they do it right. I'm leaving them to it. I'm pissing off. I'm like, I don't need to be here. I'm going to go do something else. So the boys are going to be covering the event for me. So you're going to have to make sure they do it right and keep me up to date. But yeah, it looks like a good weekend. I'm really excited to do some coverage. And I'm really excited to see what wins. I'm excited to see Malik versus Alex Harrison again. That would be funny. Had a ticket but can't go. Ah, it's a shame, bud. 40k should be about fighting, not hiding. Yeah, I get that, but it's also a shooting game, you know? So if you can't hide, you're just going to get shot off the board. You know? Like AOS, that's a fighting game. Yeah, be in the middle of the board. Do whatever you want. Come get me. But in a shooting game, if you've got to sit in the middle of the board to hold an objective, then you're just going to lose, you know? You're not going to trade well. So, interesting stuff. Okay. So, that was Goonhammer coverage. Again, we're going to go on Discord now. ! Discord in chat. And we're going to have a look at some memes, if you've made any. I have been tagged, so I'm hoping there's a few good ones. And then we'll have a look at stream models. So, join the Discord. Look at memes. Look at models showcase. And we'll have a look. Let's have a look. So we'll go back a few days, because obviously Saturday night I was supposed to be streaming. I was supposed to be streaming Warzone Octarius. Where is it? We were supposed to be streaming with this. But obviously my internet died. So people have made some memes. Let's have a look. We've got, want to see me end this guy's career? This video is unavailable. Bastard, Magoo. Bastard. Isn't that the Wi-Fi router? Maybe you shouldn't unplug it. It was funny, to be fair. It was really gutting, because I spent all the day before and all day Saturday setting up, and then it just didn't work. Because I've rebuilt the overlays. So as you can see, like, look, we have these in the corner. They're cute. We've got like the overlay here. So this is player 1. And then you got player 2. Look how cool that is. You know? And I was like really chuffed with it. And then we just couldn't stream, which is really annoying. Don't mess around, Mikey. Think of the memes. So this is George who came to play. He used Cadians. So maybe next time. Maybe next time, gamers. We have ordered better internet now, though. So hopefully. Were you the best in faction at LGT? I was, Mikey. Come back, Mikey. Yeah, because George got best Slanesh, I think. I've been setting this up for 2 days. Sky. Yeah, literally, just died completely. It was so frustrating. I was so gutted. I was so excited to stream. And then I just couldn't at all. It was terrible. A scheduled live stream. Mikey, George, the Sky Internet. Oh, man. Screw Sky, man. They better pull through with this fiber. I'm going to cry. Other channels. Hi, guys. Welcome to our live bat rep in our studio. Mikey, internet go burr. Now, why do I look gross? What the hell? I got like a burgie. I got like rotten teeth. I've got stuff in my beard. Do I have stuff in my beard? Do I look okay? Do I look okay? I do not have stuff in my beard. Look, my internet is just fine. Well done. Well done. Well done. Mikey Nagel edition, literally. Literally, bro. And now for something gamey and uniquely Hellstorm. What? Have you made top trumps? Stab, have you made top Hellstorm top trumps? What? Painter 7, Gamer 10, Memeworthy 8. Painter 0, Gamer 0, Memeworthy 10. That's Professor Hellstorm. J, Painter 10, Gamer 8, Memeworthy 8. He's got really good stats. Tom, Poser 10, Gamer 8, Memeworthy 9. I agree. Georgie, Painter 1. She's a better painter than 1, bro. Do not let her see that. She'll be so annoyed. Gamer 8, Memeworthy 6. Mikey in a hot tub. Painter 8, Gamer 8, Memeworthy 9. I think Memeworthy 12 should be there. That was funny. Tom, Poser 11, Gamer 7, Memeworthy 10. Varak, Painter 7, Gamer 5, Memeworthy 10. And Bob Ross, me, Painter 10, Gamer none, Memeworthy 6. Why is that low? Manny, Painter 1, Gamer 11, Memeworthy 6. The Hellstorm Discord, which you should be a part of, exclamation point Discord. Painter 8, Gamer 8, Memeworthy 10. And then me as a Volkite Contemptor. Painter 8, Gamer 10, Memeworthy 8. Well done. Cut out and collect them all, gamers. Get all 12. We should add more. We should make a full 30 deck and I'll get them printed. That'd be really funny. They're really cool. Thank you very much for making the Hellstorm top trumps. Mikey, I couldn't stream because of you. I lost money. Sky customer service. We're sorry. Oh, man. Oh, well done. Very funny. The scorecard for the failed stream. Mikey 10. George 100. Are you mad? Are you mad, bro? There weren't no streaming, there was never gonna be. Mikey going live at 5. I just didn't bother deleting it. I just didn't think I needed to. Oh, we got more top trumps. Clearly, Mikey wasn't planning to submarine. We've got my mum's casting couch, absorbency 10, gamer 0, memeworthy 6. We've got a Hellstorm mug, but it's not even the coffee time mug. What the fuck? Paint and water 10, T10, memeworthy 2. We got George's finger guns 8, gamer 8, memeworthy 8, and then finger guns 2, hide the pain 10, memeworthy 7. For fuck's sake. Oh man. Curse City re-releases you may never see. I like how every time you guys make a beam with this, the quality gets worse. You dense crater. Oh dear. Oh man, Mikey, when he sees the dense keyword, wait, what the fuck? Dense is in the rules pack, this layout is shit. List reviews? £10, best I can do. That's the cheapest coaching list review you've ever had, and I've coached someone into a winning list. I've coached someone into a winning list, and I only charge £10. What can I say? Exclamation point dono to help out the channel. When you've been clapping them cheeks for 10 minutes straight, and she screams, "Give me those 2 thin coats, daddy." Did you nick this off Grimdank or something? Competitive players choosing armies, Admech, Drakari, anything else. Brilliant, brilliant. Well done, well done. Great memes, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause. I need a button that claps. I don't have it.
I don't know what pegged is. What is pegged?
That's all we got.
Just love like when they're big and thick like that. It really gets me going.
Smash Bros clap. Thank you very much for sharing the memes, guys. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's have a look at stream models. Stream models, and we'll call it a night. I might have to go a bit quicker because I need some tea. Sparkplug, working on some 3D printed Death Guard right now. The weapons of the Terminators are pretty flimsy, so not too happy about that. But I only paid €10 for all 5. Oh, fair play. Meme game, 8 out of 10. They look nice, dude. Really nice paint job on as well. I wonder if they've not cured them if they're really bendy. Now you've painted them, you can't do much about it, but there you go. We got some Volcons as well. Snap. Snap. Nice, dude. Nice. So I took a page out of Tank's book, but I gave my own take on it. A Navy-inspired camo. Who's from Tank? Okay. I suppose he did camo as well, didn't he? Close to done from early state to late. Nice, dude. I remember when he was sat here like ripping all the masking tape off him just before a game, which is quite fun. Nice, dude. I love the colours on there. I love the red and the orange. The orangey gold is really nice. The warm gold really works. And the warm brown helmet works as well. Nice, dude. Working on my Deathcore Commissar. Really happy with how the leather trench coat has come out. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, that leather trench coat looks great, dude. It looks really worn. Have you stippled it? Have you stippled it to get like a worn effect? Who's this? Buffalo Gum. Nice, buddy. Really great job. Really great job. Couple of characters attempted fixing the dreads this week. Please feel free to suggest new steps towards Project Dread Fix. I took up all the suggestions except for making the eyes green and added some purity seals to get some extra red in there. Any ideas, or do you think this is a good point to call them done? I think they look really nice, bud. I think they look really, really nice. I think the green shoulder pads helps. It helps break them up a little bit. I think you've done an excellent job. I don't think you need to do any more. Do you feel you need to do some more? Are you not a fan? Are you not happy with these? I think they look great. Again, because you've got red on the base, a little bit of the red on the torpedoes and the eyes, you don't really need it. Like helps. You don't really need to go any less. I think that's fine. The green shoulder pad helps breaks it up. You know, it breaks up the chest, breaks up the shoulders, and makes them stand out a little bit. I think that's really good. I don't think you need to do anything else. I think they look amazing. You got this guy as well, the Venerable Dread. Looks really cool. Just a bit bored now. Bit bored of them now, which equal bad decisions. Nah, I think you should stop. You know, I think they look excellent. I think you're doing a great job. Great job, bud. We got the Chaplain as well. Hell yeah! Now that looks good. That looks really good. So even the red cape there looks fine because it's like one part. It's not like quite a large part. It's on the back of him. There's a little hint of red there, which is nice on the extremities of the model, whereas in the middle it's green. Sometimes just calling minis done isn't the worst thing. We tend to overthink shit sometimes. Yeah, you are your own worst critic when it comes to anything like this. So sometimes just stop, and then if you really want to, come back to it later because you're with fresh eyes, you know? Because you're going to be overcritical of everything. But these look fantastic, bud. All of them look fantastic. This looks really good as well. I love the red to green on there. That's nice. The green shoulder pad as well. It just ties everything together, you know? Having that green shoulder pad is your running theme, you know? The real looks really nice. You've done amazing, dude. You've done amazing. If you ever don't want these, hit me up. Great job, bud. Finished the Dark Mechanicus Necron Warriors. Could do more, but they are fine as they are now. Is the green stuff work I did since last time? Pick one front. Ah, nice, buddy. These look really good. Really cool conversions then, bud. I really like them. Skull Pet Destroys as well. I love the bodies on these. These are so cool, the Dark Mech. Early Whip of a Chronomancer. Nice. Like that. Like that. Instead of the squares, I got bells instead is the plan. Fair. The starts of my Tau army. Oil paint so nice. I keep removing paint off the model through the varnish. Oh, okay. Are you doing all of this with oil paint? So I've been trying to use oil paints for highlights, but I'm nervous about just that because you can still rub them off even through the varnish sometimes. Because it's not solid underneath. So I love the colour scheme though, bud. I love the colour scheme. I love the rusty worn effect, sorry. Just the weathering. Okay. I really like it. I really like it. I love the weathering, so hopefully you can get it to stick. I love the colour as well. Nice, dude. Really cool. Really cool. Don't say that a lot about Tau, so. Gypsy Danger themed Necrons. Ah, nice, bud. You painted these yourself? I think, did you win the thing from Jay once upon a time? I presume you add into the army? Weapons on the 10 minutes aren't bending, more brittle, I would say. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, so they probably just use cheap resin then. I really like this, but I love the glow effects are really cool. The bases look really cool. Yeah, man, all me. I never won the thing off Jay. I just like the colour scheme. Ah, right. Okay. My apologies. My apologies. To be fair, the Tau posts there have been good. Yeah, because no one hates Tau at the minute because it's so bad. I like that. I like the little. I like the little hatch. That's cool. FDM printed base. Yeah, it looks good, man. I wouldn't have known. I would have thought it would be like resin or something. No, great job. Great job, bud. I like that as well. I like the weapon effect. Really cool. I love the colour scheme. Quite a large army now as well. Quite a nice mix as well. You got some crypto thralls. We've got some warriors. We've got some immortals. Got a converted spider. Hell yeah. Nice, dude. Really cool army. Got some characters in the back as well. Love that base. Yeah, they look really cool. I love the colour scheme. Great job. Burgosaurus working on some Blood Angels. Hell yeah. I'd love to see some nice Blood Angels. Got ruined at the weekend tournament, 38 out of 46. Where did you play, bud? Where did you play? Yeah, these are really nice. Nice work, Burgosaurus. Nice to see some work in Kent. Ah, okay. Which event was it? I don't... Same weekend as your tournament. Ah, right. Okay. Fair. Fair. Well, you should come to my tournament if you aren't already. Hellstormwargaming.co.uk/shop. Look. We've still got some tickets left. 27, 28, 13 places remaining. You should come next month. You definitely come. Right, Cameron, paying up the clone half of the core box of Star Wars Legion over the last weekend. Star Wars Legion is an amazing game. You should give it a try. I actually own Star Wars Legion. I've got the Rebel side. I've got 2 Rebel sets from the starter set and a bit extra. It's the same weekend as one at Element. Well, Element's known to have bad terrain, so you should come to mine. Mine doesn't have bad terrain. But yeah, I've got Star Wars. I played a handful of games. I really wanted to get into it more, just haven't been able to. And then I started painting the Rebels in contrast and really didn't like it, so I gave up. And now I don't know what to do about them. Do I strip them? I don't know what to strip them with because they're all PVC. Do I just repaint them? Maybe. It's just finding time because I'm like painting like chuffing AOS and then 40k and then AOS and you know. But do you have dense craters? No, I don't. Because they're not dense. They're craters. Also, my terrain pack, it tells me the terrain at the start. I am going to message Liam. I'm going to message Liam now. I'm going to message him now. Please, for the love of God. Please put your terrain... The helmet there. The shields are all really nice. I love that you got like a really like stark contrasting like design. But the Death Watch, so it's like they brought them with them. That's really cool. Look at those weapons as well. Look at that axe. Look at that mace. That's so cool. Yeah, Geonosis, dude. Nice, dude. I thought it was Geonosis. And so the rocks are from Plants and Rocks. Are they really? Hell yeah, let's go. Have you printed and then chopped them up? Oh, I can tell that one at the back. The alien thingy. Nice, dude. That's really cool. I might nick that idea. I might nick that, right, Henry? Nice job, Gaz. Nice job. And Leech, we got Resolution Monday. He's working on some Deathwing. He's working on an RTBO. What is that? The first one? The GW Rocks. No, they're 3D printed, bro. That's really cool. I like that. I love it. Really cool. But I think that's it. If you're not part of the Discord, please join. Make sure you link your YouTube account or Twitch account to get access to the full Discord server. I'm going to be making some changes to the Discord this week, if not next week, ready for sorting out the rewards for people who subscribe. So I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate it. It's been a really fun stream. Even the part where I got everything wrong. But it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to be live again Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. as I am every Wednesday. But then I'm also live all day Saturday, all day Sunday, internet permitting, which it shouldn't be an issue, hopefully, covering the Goonhammer Open. 128 players, 6 games, only 1 winner. We'll be covering 2 rounds, or 2 games every round. And we'll also be doing catch-ups around the event as well and doing loads of interviews and stuff. It's the first live stream coverage that we're doing since February 2020, so it'd be really cool if you could tune in. But that's it. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for all the donos. Thank you for all the members. Thank you for all the Twitch subscriptions. I really appreciate it. It's very, very kind. It really helps keep the lights on and helps pay for better internet. So, so if you watch it on YouTube, the stream is about to end. You can always watch it back. You can find it in the live streams playlist. I will be taking probably the bulk section of the list review and putting that as a video as well this week. I'm hopefully releasing a bar report this week for the one that we filmed on Saturday. But then we'll just be doing coverage all weekend, so it's not all bad. If you're watching on Twitch, we're about to do a raid, so make sure you stick around and tune into the raid. That'd be really cool. Let's go raid Vince. He's doing some Magic the Gathering, but go and say hello to him. He's an absolute legend. And we're staying together at No Retreat as well. He's a proper nice guy. So, so go say hello. And otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on Wednesday. Okay, bye-bye now. Have fun.